Hey guys, so today we are doing the New York Fashion Week designer beauty haul. Bougie beauty haul. I don't even know how to say. All this stuff is kind of high end because I got it at, let's see, Macy's. I got a lot of Prada things. I went to Sephora. I'm going to show you a few things that I got the day before I left at the Estee Lauder counter. And then where else? Oh, Nordstrom. So, and then the only thing that I'm going to add that's not from the Fashion Week trip are these lip liners. I ordered 6 lip liners from House of Sillage, and I haven't swatched them. I have not even unboxed them. They've been sitting out there. You may ask, why are you still buying lip liners and lipsticks when you are creating them and selling them? Because I want to bring all kinds of things to you and I want to create more. So if there's something here that I love, but I feel like I can improve on, then I'll go with that. And just, I don't expect anybody to use one lipstick and one lip liner or even one brand. So let's start. I'm a little intimidated and freaked out because there's so much. And I want to give a disclaimer here. This is just a haul video. So let me try these things. I have not even looked at them since I purchased them, and I want to try them. Now, with that said, there's going to be a few things that I already know that I love, and I will be able to tell you, this is great. You should try this. Like I've tried it in different shades or something, so it won't be all, boring. And it's for beauty lovers, for people that love beauty, love seeing new things, all of that good stuff. So the first one we're going to try is Femme Fatale. And, oh, yeah, that is a good one. But like I said, I don't know how they're going to blend, last, all of that stuff. The next one we're going to try is Envious Nude. Hey, Chanel. Ooh, I like that too. Hey, Chanel. Okay, and this is Natural Light. I've got my shade down and those two up to try to have good lighting in here. Wow, I like those a lot. Now, Overline. I love this. I love that name. Good for her. Overline. Okay, that is very tawny. She did good. She did good with these. These also come with a little mini sharpener. The next one is Nicole's Nude. So this one gives you a lot more color. Nicole's Nude. This one is Beige Affair. We'll run out of room. Beige Affair. And then last but not least, Ultimate Pout. And this one looks like it might be the lightest one, so I'm going to put it down here. Oh, yeah, that is good. That's good for those of us that do like to overline. So that is a really good lineup of lip liners. I will see how they wear. I will wear one. I've already got mine. Today I have on the same iconic nude set of mine, but wow. Especially for those of you that want more color, that one would be my iffiest one, but love that. Okay, so I just washed those off with one of my Costco wipes, and they did seem to last, not as long as some, but they did seem to last, so I will let you know. Okay, then let's go to the day before I left. I was working up until, my flight was Wednesday, so I was working up until Tuesday afternoon, getting everything posted for the week I was going to be gone. And then that daggone Estee Lauder double wear was like in my mind. Did I tell them all the right things? All that kind of stuff. I would say I'm still 3 in 1, which I think is ivory beige. I wore it yesterday. I'll put some pictures up in here, and I like it. Now, I do understand that it may not be like all that it was, but I like it. I like it. I don't like it as much as my Maybelline. My Maybelline 220 still reigns supreme, but I do like it. But I had gone back out to yet another Estee Lauder counter, and I took the Maybelline 220 with me, and she said that I might like the 2 in 1, but it's way too light. So I'm sticking with 3 in 1, but I got a few things there. I was a little bit bamboozled, but it's my own fault because the first time I went to an Estee Lauder counter and got color matched, she was using this really cool brush with it. She said, yeah, they sent us this brush, but we can't sell it. And I thought, well, that was weird. So when I went to this Estee Lauder counter, I said, Are you guys selling the foundation brush?" And she said, "Yeah, but you have to have I don't know if it was $150 or a $200 purchase." So let me show you what I got. I got this eye palette, and you guys, this is so pretty. She said it was her favorite. It's not something I would typically go to, but it is beautiful. Look at this eye palette. And the color that is the most beautiful, of course, is that one. I did wear this the other day, and I've told you guys before how I like to take pink. Sometimes instead of a warm nude, you can take a light pink and you can buff out a cool tone. So I thought I would do that with you here today because I did it the other day and it worked out good. Now this pink isn't really pinky pink. It's a good beigey pink skin tone. So this is a brush that I use a lot from Tati First Edition SP7. It's real small. So I'm going to get some, and then I'm going to go like right above that taupey shade, and it will create a really pretty effect. It kind of just, even if you don't know that you see it, it just does. It makes it blend better. And then you can take it and you can even blend it into that taupey color. Oh, the eyeshadow I have on today is good, and I'm going to show it to you. But think like MAC Soft Brown, how that is a rosy brown shade. Just so pretty. Now, I feel fairly certain I'm not ever going to use this shade. And these shades, these ones with the red dye, they can irritate your eyes. They've never irritated mine, but that's just not what I'm drawn to. But these, oh my gosh, and this color, I mean, it is, I wanted to do it with the brush so you could see how it shows up just when you use a brush. Because, of course, when you do like this, almost anything swatches pretty good, but we'll do that too. It's one of those that just, it's not scratchy at all. It creates a good sheen. So I will say if these are your colors, I don't feel scared that you won't like that. Then this is something else that's new with Estee Lauder. I got this one, the green one. It's the Hydro Plump Lip Balm. This is, oh my gosh, Sheer Oasis. These, and I've got big old kitty hair in mine. These are just a good topper, and they have like a sheen to them. Now these, don't run out and get these. Let me try them. This one is, like I said, I'm trying to get to this X amount of dollars so that I can get this brush. This is number 200. I'll put all the names below because they're very small. So this one is a little bit more color. It's a little bit more peachy. Can you see that? Now, what I do like these for is if you're using a lip liner like the Merit Beauty Lip Liner is a good one to do this with. Sometimes you can use one of those sheer lip liners or even like Max Spice or Anastasia. The lip liners that don't stay put like mine do, this is not good to use with mine because my lip liners stay put. But the ones that you can kind of blend out, it is kind of cool to have something like this and blend it out with, and then you still get that good lip. It just won't last as long. Okay, then this is getting into Sephora in New York. Okay, I did go to Sephora here before I left, and I had this. I don't know what happened to it. I looked for it. I might have gotten rid of it in a little. Sometimes I get like overwhelmed and I just get rid of everything I'm not using. And I figure anything I miss, I'll just repurchase. And I must have missed this. It's the Light Medium Soft Sculpt Mario Stick. I'm using it today. I used it when I was out of town. I love it. It's just good. It's not like when you're dealing with something like that, you're dealing with the color and how well it blends. I would say the one that's easiest to blend is the bronzer stick from Merit because it is made to be sheer. That's why that Merit Beauty is easy to use, is because everything is kind of sheer and you can make it more intense or you can sheer it out. And that one's really pretty. Okay, then let's get into what I did purchase from Sephora. Okay, I know there's one other thing. Yes, this is something else. Circling back to the Estee Lauder and the brush, I got this black eyeliner, which I have really liked. Now, it's very different. It's got this end, and that end is kind of like Stila. It's not like the roller liner or Tom Ford. It doesn't have a swoop. It's not a brush. It is a stiff felt tip. And then on this end, I thought that was so interesting. It has this wider tip, and I have used them both. These are better when I want, like I used it today, when you want a straight across wing, more of that guest model wing. And there's a learning curve to it. But I do like that if I have to like erase a little bit of a wing, it does come off, and I can even take a Q-tip and like rub across the top of it and blend it out a little bit. So far, so good on this one for sure. I like it. Okay, so then I get home, I look at everything I got, and I see this little pitiful brush. This was not the brush that I thought I was buying all this stuff for. The one she used was like a buffer. She said MAC had one like it. And I was like, oh, girl, I got a million brushes. I just particularly wanted the one that was supposed to be used with that foundation. So this one has on the end that I will never use. I mean, I would only use that in like, I don't even know when, a crunch. And then, so the joke was on me, but it was no big deal. And the girl was real sweet and she took a lot of time with me. She was patient. So, okay, now we're getting into my first stop at Sephora in Soho, that first day. These were things that I could not find in my Sephora because I only have a half a Sephora and Kohl's, and then they had not even gotten this in yet. So this is the one size powder melt. And I've always told you, remember back in the MAC Fix Plus days when I would just spray my face to death and then I would use a blow dryer? Or now what I'll do is stand in front of my space heater. So that is what this is for. And I did use it, but not enough to tell you if it's better than whatever setting spray you're using. But I will say, like when I'm doing my videos and even probably the first hour of my makeup, it may look slightly matte, slightly heavy or cakey, but I have the kind of skin, I have normal to oily, and I live in a humid climate, so my glow is going to appear. If I go heavy-handed with something like this, then I have to repowder my T-zone. So there's a little balance I have to do with this. But everybody brags on this and they love it and it's in their favorites. So I wanted to try it, but it does have a phenomenal spray. I mean, now I'll probably be shiny for the rest of the video and be upset with myself, but that's okay. Very fine. Like I don't feel like I have to go dry it, if that tells you anything. I also think these are very important when you put on body bronzer to spray it because they can get muddy looking, like, you know, the Tarte body bronzer or the Laura Geller, and setting spray is good for those too. So I would say that's worth trying. And then I got the Westman Atelier. I think I told you guys about this. This is the Toast. The first one I got is Truffle. I've got Biscuit, and that's one of their best sellers. This is Truffle, and I have not even used Truffle. It's the one that I saw a girl using. So let's swatch Truffle. Looks like it's going to be good. Very similar to the Mario. Yeah, Mario's lighter. This is going to be more orangey. See, that's the thing. You'll look at them and you'll think, oh, it's the same. Okay, since I've already got this out, this was another trip to Sephora, I think when I went in the Flatiron. And this was an interesting shade. It's called Toast. And it's cool toned with a little bit of, I feel like it has a little bit of rosiness to it. And I really like it. So you can see they're not all the same. I really do like that though. I like them all. I would say right off the bat, this one, Truffle, is probably going to be a summertime one for me because it's more of that tawny bronze. And that's part of it too. Are you using it for bronzing or are you using it for contour? All of those intricate questions we must ask ourselves. So, okay, so let's give ourselves a clean palette here. Okay. Then one of my friends told me how much she loved the Mario eyeshadows. I think I have tried this back when they first came out, but you know, my first go-to is always a brown or a taupe, the coolest brown that they have, cool toned brown. And I tried it just like you would think, you know, just trying to put it on and buff it out a little bit. So the combination of someone telling me how much they love them, and I was watching, I think it's the same girl that did the toast or the stick. She put this in her crease real sloppy And let me use the same. And then she just kind of buffed it like that all over her eye. And it was beautiful. It wasn't necessarily this color. I mean, you can see that really almost buffed away. What color is this that I had? Mauve. And what I like about it, here again, it's a brownie. It's mauve, but it's a cool tone, like a brownie, like think of MAC soft brown. Think of, those colors that aren't too brown, but have a little bit of an undercurrent of rose. So I like that. I'm going to try that soon. I'm so excited because I have not tried most of this or even looked at it. Okay, I haven't tried this. The Gucci. Oh my gosh. Is that, to me, the ultimate packaging? I mean, couldn't be prettier to me than this. Just the ultimate. And here is the wand. Today I used that one that got discontinued, the Amy Cole. That is a good one in that orange tube. And remember when I told you, okay, if you haven't watched my New York Fashion Week vlog, I will put it up here because I'm going to be referencing that a lot because it was all the same trip into New York. That day that my lash was wonky, and it was lifting a little bit. Okay, when it was lifting, I did something I never do. I took my hands and I squeezed it down real hard, trying to make it not come up again. Then, I guess when I was at the Tom Ford counter and I took it off, I think I pulled out. I've got like a bald area right there now. I'm going to have to wait to grow back. So I don't know why I felt I had to tell you that, but I always use like half lashes. These are the Bare Affair. I cut 3 bunches off the longest end, but I still need good mascara to support my lashes. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, and then remember I told you the sun's going in and out because of the clouds, but we're just gonna just be here no matter what. Martha Stewart. That got away with me when she used an eyeshadow for her lips. And I thought, because a lot of times products aren't meant for, everything. But when I asked the girl at Sephora, she said, yes, that people do that. She's probably just telling me that. But anyway, so I got at this session at Sephora, I got the color Shell. And she said it was one of their most popular ones anyway, even for your eye. And I can see that. I can see how that would be. Gosh, I used to be that girl who would put something like this all over my lid, maybe up to the brow. And then I would go in the crease with a good old, like blue toned smoky purple. My favorite one I remember was from Chanel. It was a little duo. And I mean, that is pretty though. I think the next one I'm going to show you might be more user friendly, but no regrets because I'll use it, I'll try it that way and I'll use it on my lid. Okay, so the next stop, I believe, and there might be some other stuff in here, was Macy's and Prada. You guys, I may not like some of this stuff, but I had the best time. The sweetest girl, she sounded just like Cardi B, and she said, well, that makes sense because she was from the Dominican, I think. And her and the other lady were just so nice. We had so much fun. It's, a lot of times you'll go in a makeup store or makeup counter or even Ulta or Sephora, and you can tell the person really isn't that passionate about makeup. And I'll have to say, everybody here is pretty good, but they were like into it. They were like taking down, she couldn't believe my foundation was Maybelline. They were taking down different tips. And this bag just makes me happy. A lot of this stuff is very, all presentation. Look at this little like cosmetics case that they gave me. And then they did give me some samples of their foundation, even though I already bought it, but at least I'll get to sample it and know. And then what else do I have in here? Okay, looks like what's in here is when I stopped remember I told you my nose was running, so I ran in Ulta to get a tissue. They didn't have any. The girl was so nice to go get me cotton pads. So next thing you know, I'm buying IT Cosmetics. Let's go ahead and see what this is about. It's the IT. I feel almost certain that this is going to be not enough coverage and too dewy for me. but I just wanted to try it. And I know some of you, I think most of you out there probably have dry skin. I only have a few friends with oily skin. So the color we matched me to, and I mean, she took her time. It's the Sheer Tint Face Balm, 92% skincare serum. Like, if you were to create a product that sounds like it wouldn't be for me, it would be named this. But the color I got is light, medium, warm, 225. And I am going to try it. And I knew that Brooke or my mom might like it too if I didn't. You know, it might be, no, I wonder if it sets. I was going to say it might be good for your chest or something. Okay, let's just say don't get that until I try it. If you like what I like, because there is a good chance I'm not going to like that. But that's basically what I paid for some cotton pads. Then while I was standing there, she had to have everybody looking for that shade. I saw this. And here's the thing. I thought I ordered this, and when they sent it to me, it was just the regular pink one, and I didn't. We sent it right back to Dior. So this is the Lip Glow Oil, but it's the sparkly one. And it's called Rose Candy Sparkly 077. Okay, I know I'm going to like this. And that was some good sound effects. My mom loves lip oils. So you know how to if you're going to put it over a lipstick, you know how to bear down a little bit and roll it, and then you'll have a little pile of it like that. And I did not bring a mirror over here. Let me use this one. This is a fancy mirror. Okay, so I will take a little bit of that glob of lip oil, and wow, you can get that if you want it. Oh my gosh, it smells good. It feels good. It's pretty. That's all the stuff we like there. Pretty packaging. Okay, if you like Celeste, you'll like that for sure. Okay, now what else is in here? Okay, right when I went into Macy's, I will say it was pretty fabulous too. It was pretty fabulous. I would say Nordstrom's beauty department was a little bit more fabulous just because they had the DJ and everything going on. But I first came across the Armani counter. So she gave me some samples of a fluid sheer and their cream. And then I was telling her about the whole eye tint on the lips and looking for the other one that I couldn't get at Sephora because they were out. So now we got eye tint and blush because that was shell and it was opened. I think this one may be, oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Look at that. Now I can't really do this. Try this on because I just got this on. But let me wear these. Since they're for the eyes, let me wear these over my lips and see if Martha knows what she's talking about. I really liked that video because she was that's Martha Stewart. And she was so cool. I think she's a cool person. Like, cool people, you don't necessarily agree. I'm going to do a video on how to be a cool person because I really study that. Part of being a cool person is you don't necessarily agree with them, but yet you love how they're in tune with what they like and they stand by it and they share it and they're unashamed of it and they don't doubt it. That's what I like. That's what makes her a cool person to me. And that's pretty cool. Okay, I wanted to show you my outfit before I forget. I just got these pants. I ordered them before I went out of town and I was hoping they would come in. But honestly, they probably wouldn't have been good for snowy streets. But I ordered them from that place. I guess it's kind of like Aloe or Lululemon. It's Carbon 28. And to me, what they are, they're sweater and they're real soft. They're kind of like, remember that Free People set I had that was stripy? It's kind of like a chic version of that. And then I got on my boyfriend Tiki's because it's in the 60s here today. This little top is a Walmart top. I'm going to show it to you on Friday. And I think it's given Aritzia vibes. Love it. Love it. Love it all. Love the whole outfit. And then this is probably my favorite moto of all times. It's the lamb leather polo jacket. And it just keeps getting better. It just keeps getting better. And, I was on my way to the bathroom and I thought, oh, something might get on this. But it doesn't matter because, when something gets on your leather jacket, like when you get makeup right here, which will happen over time, all you do is take a warm washcloth with Dawn dish soap and wash it right off. That's one of the reasons I love leather jackets too. One of the many, many reasons. Okay, now I think we are finally on to Prada. So they gave me this, and I even love this color. They gave me this kit, and they had this one thing I really wanted where they can stamp a design on your palette, your eye palette, and the stamp wasn't there. So I think they hooked me up with a lot of other stuff. One, because I spent a lot of money and time there, and two, because they didn't have that and I really wanted it. So let's go through some little gifts that they gave me. This is triangles, washable makeup remover triangles. And these, oh my gosh, even comes in a case. And I am a person that appreciates this. I love it. And then in this little case are your makeup remover triangles. I am guessing that you do like this. For people that they want a makeup remover thing, I will probably never use these, but I will love looking at them. My favorite of all times, favorite makeup remover towel, the one that works the best, I love it, is the Stands Out makeup remover towels. They're the ones that make that crazy sponge. I don't know if they sent me the makeup remover thing or if I heard about it, but if you get that thing good and with hot water and wring it out just a little bit, and you can go over your whole face and do like this, and your whole face of makeup will be on that towel. It's the best. I promise. Okay, so there's that. Okay, I love this. This is a little triangle mirror with the bananas on it. Oh my gosh. Is that not the coolest? Oh, okay. I know I see a sticker. Yeah, I gotta take this off. And I mean, this is the kind of stuff you put on your nightstand, or it just brings you joy. It's just one of those little things. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to put it back in its little case, and then a little bananas Prada, a little case. What is this supposed to be for? I'm not even sure. But you know, my last little Poochie case. Let me go get it. Okay, this is something. Remember when Guerlain did the Guerlain bronzer with the Poochie case? This shows you how much I love stuff like this. I use this for my jewelry when I travel. Matter of fact, I meant to tell you about everything I took on my trip. I took my big Cassandra YSL earrings. I took my Ideal diamonds. And I think that's it. Yeah, Ideal diamonds and the big earrings that I wore on the night of the event. And I took my tiger ring and my Dean Davidson like black onyx plaza ring. But I love stuff like this. See, I would do the same thing with this. Your pills, like your vitamins and things you take with you, because then it's a burst of pretty and good and all that stuff. Okay, so she hooked me up with augmented skin and augmented skin cleanser. Okay, this must be the toner. Okay, this is the eye cream. Now, I will try these because I'm getting more into the eye cream and the eye patches and everything. Matter of fact, Brooke's got a pair of these are some of our favorites, and they're not the most expensive. The Wander Beauty gold ones, those things, you can put them on and walk around the house. They don't slip off. Like all those real heavy jelly ones, I can't keep them on my face, and I don't want to lay down. So, okay, this is another of that augmented skin, and that's just the cream. Okay, I'll put that over here. Okay, here we go. First of all, I got the Prada MN45. So it's neutral. Probably already tried this. May not work, but I was feeling it. I remember when these first came out and I tried them. So, yeah. It looks good. Yeah, looks like my color to me. Okay. What was this? Prada Light. Okay, this is, I think, a highlighter. And oh my God, that packaging. See, if they'd have had that stamp, they could have stamped a design on there. Can you tell I'm still hurt? Okay, that is my color of highlight. I like the ones that are like for instance, Elf Blush Money. That's a good one. I like the ones that are skin tone like this. That's interesting that it doesn't say Prada. It's just got the triangle in it. Okay, she got me with this. She used it. They put concealer on me and she used this brush, and I liked this brush. Comes in a pouch that you'll never use, but this is their concealer brush. And so pretty. But what it made me think of is like going around my little crevicey nose and, blending out the concealer. So I will use it and try because right now I use just a pawpaw sponge, but I really did like it. And okay, now what is this? This is the concealer. I'm telling you, you'll see on Friday. I went to Ulta yesterday and I repurchased a backup of the Natasha Denona N6. It's what I've got on now. That is a good concealer. Okay, but this one we're going to try. What color did I say it was? I'll put all the colors down below. Look at the little doe foot triangle applicator, but it looks good. You know what looks good about it? Not only the tone, but the sign of a good coverage concealer. Notice there's not empty swirl marks. Like if you were to take NARS, the one in the tube, not the creamy matte, but the one in the tube, the radiant, or even Charlotte Tilbury. A lot of those, when you do that, it doesn't have that much coverage and it will be streaky, like where it's not covering. But so there is good hope for this. Good hope for this. Okay, these are more that I want you to wait. These are the balms that just came out. And I'm always thinking of if some of you feel like my lipsticks are too long wearing and drying, sometimes I want to find that perfect thing for you to put over it. And that's what I'm thinking of when I get these. So love this. I mean, love the whole presentation. So this is banana yellow. Okay, this is just I've seen this. I've seen this and often wondered about it. People love this. It's in their favorites. This is just a lip conditioner. And it does have a little bit, it doesn't have any color, but it has just a slightest bit of sheen. I do like that. Like that is something I will never forget being over at my friend's house. And she had a really cool older stepsister that was there every other weekend. And we were in her backyard playing. And I think she just had on like a black puffer jacket or something. But she pulled a chapstick like out of her pocket. And it was a real lipstick looking thing like this. And I mean, I was just blown away. She was like the coolest thing. It was so much cooler than pulling out Aquaphor or chapstick. And that's what I always think of is even if you want something, just as a conditioner, having something cool like that in your bag. Okay, this one I think is a new one. It has color. Yes, this is the Prada Light in pink. And I think this one here's a southern term for you, right much color. And we'll put that over here. Yeah, that's one of those that has enough color that you could blend out, like I was saying, a Merit Beauty lip liner or MAC, Anastasia. What are some other lip liners? Givenchy, YSL, all those that are more like a pencil. They're not a gel formula and they're not long lasting. And, that's good for certain things. So I think that is all of my Prada purchases. So let me get this wrapped up here nicely and I'll be right back. Okay, I thought I would share this with you because I don't share skincare stuff that much. This is my favorite micellar water. For some reason, and I used to use Bioderma. Remember when we had to order it from Beautylish or you had to get it in a swap from another country or whatever? Now it's everywhere. But it didn't used to sting my eyes. And then all of a sudden it started stinging my eyes. If I got some in, like when I'm really taking off my lash mascara and eyeliner. And then I tried the Garnier and I didn't like it either. This has been my favorite one and I'm almost out. It's the 4-in-1. It's the same brand as that lotion with the urea in it that I love so much from Freeze Co Beauty. I will message her and make sure she still has it and we can use my discount code. But I am going to, I kept just wiping off my hands but not really cleaning them. So let's see what was left. Not a lot. Okay, now let's get into the next day at Nordstrom. Here we go. I think the first counter that I went to was Burberry. And I was so excited because I have gone into so many like actual Burberry boutiques hoping they had the beauty. I've ordered the blush that I love so much. I've got it on today. It's the Earthy Rose. I have ordered what else? Oh, the eye palette that I love. And I wanted to look at everything, but that is the only one that there is. And let's see what else I got here. Then I ended up going to Dolce & Gabbana, having the best time. And I'll show you all the goodies Oh my gosh. Okay, I just dumped those out. I got all kinds of goodies in here and I had a really good time. Oh man, that's good. That's a Gucci perfume. I did not get a perfume. I told myself before I left, you don't need a belt, you don't need a perfume. There was some other things I told myself. You don't need a belt, you don't need a perfume, you don't need boots. There were things that I really tried to be good about. Okay, so let's start with the Burberry. This is all a just bag of samples that she gave me, along with a Burberry Goddess body lotion. So probably what I'll do is share with my mom first. Ooh, I got something for my mom in here too that I'll show you. Okay, now what is this? Burberry. Okay, yeah. She did give me, they just came out with a new loose powder, but they weren't selling it. And so she gave me some samples. So this is the Bloom loose powder, and I believe it is the one with a pink tone. Probably what I'll do to test this out, like I do with my sponge, is I'll have to empty it out in the lid of, like I'm running out of my Maybelline Fit Me number 10. So probably what I'll do is just empty this out into that lid and use it and just keep it there until I use it up. Okay, let's just get started. Let's just get started here. Okay, I've got some Tom Ford stuff because she did help me. I like to do that. I like to kind of bond with someone, and if I like them, I will want them to go to each counter with me, and she wanted to. She handled it well. And if I don't, I will not buy from them, and I will not be shopping with them. I'm really particular about where I spend my money and my vibe. Burberry ribbon, and then she put 2 of these in here for Brooke and I. So I told her I had a 25-year-old daughter. Look at that little baby lipstick. Evidently, this red is supposed to be phenomenal. And I told her I did not wear red often, but I appreciated it and I would take it. It reminds me of those little white ones. Remember those little white ones we would get like from the Avon lady and stuff when we were little? Okay, this is Beyond Radiance Luminous Primer sample. This is Outdoor Blush. Okay. I know I love these. I've always loved Burberry blushes. So this color is, I would say, I feel good about these. I think Tati had these in her favorites too. So pretty. Remember when Burberry Beauty first came out, we loved these. Okay, so this is Rose Meadow. Look at how beautiful that is. It is the perfect. They're matte, but they're not flat matte. They're a pretty matte, and they're just beautiful. Just the tones are gorgeous, gorgeous. I mean, the tones go with the whole Burberry vibe concept, kind of like a nude. And so excited about that one. And then what else is in here? Okay, that's Dolce. Where's my other? What is this? Outdoor Blush. This is Pink Heather. Pretty sure I got 3 of them. I always have a big mess to clean up after my video. Oh, you guys. This is like the sweetest color ever. I am so into pink right now. You are about to see, I am coming back to life, you guys. I am coming back to life, and I know it because I'm craving pink. I'm craving pink clothes again and dresses. And that is the true me. And I haven't been that way for a while. Anyway, look how beautiful that baby pink is. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Okay, and we'll see how it looks on my skin tone. It might be too light, but I don't think so. I think I'm still going to be able to work with it. Longwear buildable color. This is another outdoor blush. This is why I haven't ordered any more on Nordstrom, because I would look at them and think, am I going to be able to use it? This one I might not be able to. It's called Sand Beige. And it may not show up on me, but I may love it on my eyes or something like that. So that one is a very, very neutral, but she said it's one of the best sellers. She said the best seller is the one I already have and I'm wearing today, which is the Earthy Rose. So yay, I love all those. And then let's see, I got this for spending X amount. It was a free gift. And I think I tried this, but we're going to try it again. It's their Radiance Primer. And I did put it on my hand and let it dry, and it dried down. Okay, let's see what else I've got going on in here. Okay, so we'll go on to the Dolce & Gabbana, because on the back side of the Burberry counter, was Dolce & Gabbana. And I think what made her say it and us go back there was their new big eye palette that wasn't for sale yet. It had a beautiful blue in it. So I went back there and I got my Sculpt Satin lipstick in my 3007. And, okay, yeah. No surprise here. Just a light peachy color. Very pretty. It's like one of the long, slim ones. And then I got, oh my gosh, okay, the Everfull High Definition Mascara. I had not even told her that I loved a thickening, clumping mascara. And this was the girl from Burberry. And she said, do you like a thickening mascara? And I said, yes. I said, I want it to go on and just be everywhere. And she said, you're going to love this one. And so we'll see. Once again, that packaging, you guys, it's all part of it. I do love so much. Like my Physicians Formula contour palette, that has to have the worst packaging. Mine broke again when I was traveling. Got all over my floor when I got home. But, ooh, okay, this is interesting. So we shall see about this one. It's got a little curve to it. This is going to be good for getting right up to the roots of the lashes. So we'll see. I will report back. Okay, the reason I got these is because I have this one. This is what I'm wearing today. This is the most beautiful eye palette packaging ever. I keep this on my dresser just because it is a piece of jewelry. And this is the best one. This is the best one. I bought 2 other ones, but this is the best one. This is what I have on today. And I'll put a picture in here because I thought about it and took a picture. But this is what I have in my crease, on my lid. I could have done eyeliner with it. It is just so beautiful. That taupey color is gorgeous. I mean, I think that's the most beautiful packaging I've ever seen on makeup. So I got this one, which is Night Look, Day Look. Oh, okay. So they're called the Ever Icon Eye Palette. And so maybe it's a night look and a day look. Let's see if this one says that. Multi-finish to day to night eyeshadows. Day and night crease. Night, lid, and day lid. Yes, okay. So it's saying this is your day and this is your night. Huh, interesting. So this one is Rose Goddess. This is pretty. So there's your crease color. You know, I just talked about that, how that is such a good color to have. I know what made me get this. She had it on. Not the Burberry girl, but the Dolce & Gabbana girl. She said that my voice reminded her of Brené Brown, which is a public speaker, self-improvement that got famous about talking about being vulnerable. And that was like such a good sign to me that she knew Brené Brown. But I love this. I think we're going to like it. Yep. I think that's going to be a good one. Okay, now this is another one, Amber Venus. I'm excited. I'm excited to try these. I'm not a makeup artist, so it's not going to be something crazy, but I can veer out every once in a while. Wow. Are we sure this is Amber Venus? Wow, okay. Rose Goddess. What is this one? Chrome Star. Okay, so my original one is this, and then this is Amber Venus is prettier than I thought. Look at that. Okay, I feel really good about this one. Really good. That one is an everyday. That one is something I think so many of you would love. Wow. So happy. I love those. Okay, then look at what she gave me. Dolce & Gabbana eye patches. She gave me, I think, 2, and then I said, great, I'll give one to my daughter. So she went and got another one. I mean, packaging and the eye patches look like that. Then she gave me matte studio skin. And then what is this? A sample. Let's see what it is. Let's open it. I still have that Dolce & Gabbana, all that leopard collection on my mind. I want, oh my God. You guys, look at that. A Dolce & Gabbana headband. Oh my gosh. I'm sure it's just for putting your makeup on. I don't want to put it on now because I don't want to regret that decision. But wow, that's what I like. It's not stiff. I cannot believe that. I'm so glad I opened that with you guys. Wow, that is amazing. Okay, wow, that was such a good surprise. Okay, the Tom Ford, I had her walk to the Tom Ford counter with me, and I got some, have had this so many times. It's the black you know, the double-ended liner. Okay, this is the other one that I got. Let me show you the one that I've had forever because this is nothing new. I know I love this. You'll love it. All the things. Okay, these two were inspired by that same girl I was telling you that did, I think her name's Lisa too. She did the best black eyeliners, and that one that she recommended for the upper waterline, remember, it did me dirty. It was in the Estee Lauder video. I'll put it up here, and I ended up having to go with it. I did not like that look, but that's just part of YouTube. You never know what you're going to get. So I got this because I know I like this, and it has like a short little end for, you know, wing liner. And then it has this one that's very swoopy. It's a brush. Love it. I'll use it until it's gone. But she also likes the pencil, and I've never tried the just black pencil. And it's the gel black, and I was blowing it out. It hurt the end of it broke off, and I was not being harsh, but I will say it's black. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so the Gucci counter, that was when I was done. I had already eaten lunch. I had already traveled up and down the escalator, the elevator, everywhere in Nordstrom. I'd had the best day. Like, some days are just so good. Like, you feel good. You just meet nice people. The music was bumping. I mean, so much pretty to look at. And right on the way out, I passed by the Gucci makeup counter. I'll be honest with you, after I passed the Gucci, I'm walking out the door and I look over to my left and there was the YSL. And I didn't go over there because I already knew I had so much and I needed to get back and get ready for the event. So this lady was nice, and she was good. I think I overwhelmed her a little bit, which happens because they're not used to people. I already have that. I already have that. I already have that. Or, you know, I try not to be like a know-it-all. But sometimes they tell me stuff and I'm like, but anyway, so let's see what I got and what she gave me here. You know, one counter I didn't go to, I saw it and it was such a pretty counter and I love the brushes. The Victoria Beckham counter was right across from the Burberry. And I know I'm not going to like this, but I wish I would have been matched for the Victoria Beckham foundation. I do not think it's something that I would like that much. I don't think it's for oily skin, but I'm curious. And so many people love it. My friend Tracy loves it. She wears all Victoria Beckham beauty, but she also lives in Kansas and it's not as humid and she has dry skin. But I still wish I would have looked at it, but I didn't think about it. So, okay, they had this as a gift if you spent X amount, and I wanted this. So I mean, this is nice. Like, this is something, it's their canvas. It's something that you would buy at the Gucci store. So let's see what this has in it. I feel like now I am very compelled to open everything because that headband, that was fabulous. Let's see what this is. I didn't even go in the Gucci store when I was there because I knew I would probably buy another tote like the two I have. There's a solid black one. I wouldn't get the leather. I still like the canvas the best, but I just knew, I knew not to go in there. What is this? Oh, it's just a mirror, a Gucci mirror. Still cool. I'll probably see which one, Brooke wants or my mom. Oh yeah, this is something I got from my mom in here too. I see it right here. So let's see what else is in this free gift thing though. Okay, multi-use longwear concealer. Samples. That's good. It was mainly the bag, I think, is the biggest. Okay, the mascara. Oh, look at that little baby mascara. That might be good. I love baby mascaras. Okay, what is this? Gift with purchase lip pencil? Wow. Oh, it's a lip brush. A lip brush. What did it say? Yeah, it does say multi-gift with purchase lip pencil, but they must just mean the brush. Make sure nothing else is in there. Nope. Okay. Alchemist Garden, A Song for the Rose. Oh, all their perfumes. This line, the bougie line of Gucci fragrances, they're all good. A lip color. Okay, let's see what this is. Alchemist Garden, The Heart of Leo. Okay, I'll try those. And then look at that little baby lipstick. Let's see, it's probably a red. It's never a nude. Janet Rust. Okay, their colors, you'll see I got some. Their colors are, oh my goodness, look at how precious that is. Or particular. That is a rusty color. Matte. Okay, I got Blaze of Noon, 200. I think I bought one new one and a couple of older ones. Oh my goodness, you guys. The epitome of a fabulous lipstick case. Wow. I think this is the bestseller. I think this is the one that she said was their bestseller. Yeah, it's like a mauve color. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I will be wearing this because I'm creating more lipstick shades and I'm going to venture into the colors that a nude lip lover will wear. Something for us that doesn't kook us out after 2 hours after we wear it and we look in the mirror, but it's a little bit more color than my other ones, and that would be one of those. Okay, so that one was a satin. This one is a matte Fanny Rose. I do love their names. They're like old school names. Okay, so that's the satin case. That's the matte case. Equally fabulous. Okay, you guys, we ran my battery out again. That's a good sign. And you may hear my stomach growling. It is 11:52. And I usually don't eat until later, but I'm probably used to drinking a little bit more. And I did get up really early. Okay, so this one is the matte. And what color shade did we say it was? I just had to run upstairs and get a battery. And this one, the number is 222 Fanny Rose. And you can tell it's matte. But a lot of times they'll look like that, but they're not as matte as they look. Let's see about this one. Ooh, that is a sexy color. That looks like a Tom Ford color. You know, Tom Ford does those good, sexy nudes that are a little bit darker, but they're the right tone. Those are good. Those are good. Okay, I'm going to be trying these. And then this is, I think this might be the new one, the new finish lip color, Voile, No More Orchids. It doesn't sound like one I would like. Oh my gosh, look at that. They win. They win the lipsticks. Dolce & Gabbana, you win the eyeshadow palettes. Okay, look at that. That is cuckoo crazy for me. But there is just something about this color with blonde hair that I think, even with dark hair, this color is really cool. This is one that I've always liked. What formula is this? I'm thinking it's sheer. Wow, I did good. Okay, that black is left over from the Tom Ford. Look at that. Okay, just to make sure, let me take a picture with my phone real quick to put up here. I will never not think of Ubi. For those moms out there, you remember Ubi. That's what I always think of when I do my hand like that. It's a children's show. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, let me know down below if you've been here with me. Is this my best haul ever? This is one of my best hauls ever. Okay, here again, I had to spend X amount to get that bag, which was worth it. So I told her, I said, well, what can I bring my mom? I said, she doesn't wear a lot of makeup, but she likes, she likes nice things, this, that. And she thought of this. And I was like, that is it. This is the multi-use balm, meaning you can use it on your cuticles, your lips, anywhere. And it is, what should we say, excessive or expensive and all those things. But I could just imagine my mom sitting this. She sits and reads her Bible and does all that stuff it was our formal living room. It's where the Avon lady came and sat down. Has the piano in it. And I used to play the piano for people that came over. And it's, it's a formal dining room. It's an old school traditional house. And I just thought this would look so good, like on her little side table. Look at that. I mean, look at how beautiful that is. There is beauty in all things, is what it says. And then it says it, I guess, in French. Okay, I'm going to have to get one of these too. We always talk about, my mom always says, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. She said that her mom used to say that. Oh, I love this. But it's kind of like, what a gift. What a great gift this would be to give someone. I can't remember how much it was. Seems like it was like, I can't remember. I'm thinking 50. But it's kind of like the Dior balm. That's the rose balm. That's what it reminds me of. I think it's unscented. I don't smell anything. Oh, with a mirror, you guys. That is a good note to end on. I would say, wow, what was the worst thing I got? I'd have to say the worst thing I got was this. And it was a free gift, a gift with purchase. Wow. That was a good one. Okay. Thank you. That was fun. That was fun. Okay. My wolf ring, the OPI Bubble Bunny, which is OPI Funny Bunny and Bubble Bath combined. And my good old Amazon Moissanite earrings. And yeah, that's it. So thank you guys so much for being here. Oh, and this is my new name necklace, 18-inch. So far, so good. So far, so good. I just put it on yesterday. I just got it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for always being here. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.